What's up? What's good? What it is? What it look like? Welcome back. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's another episode, Voice of Reason podcast. And y'all know how we do. If don't nobody want to speak on it, I will. So we go jump straight into it today, y'all. We go revisit one of our previous podcast episodes where we talked about none other than our Vallejo's own Mr. LaRussell, who at the time had signed a big deal with Roc Nation and Jay-Z, went viral around Super Bowl. You know, he had a Super Bowl performance and, well, not on the main stage, but he was involved and performed at like some tailgate kind of thing or something like that. But yeah, went viral. We talked about how a lot of kind of mixed reactions was coming from that. At the time, a lot of people was supporting him, happy for him, because of course, you know, he should be able to kind of spread his wings and expand his horizons now, you know, a little bit further than what he can do when he was doing everything independent and everything. So we had a lot of people that got high hopes about that, was eager to see, you know, where he could take it to. And you had some that felt like, you know, he was a sellout, that felt like he shouldn't be dealing with Jay-Z. He should just keep it independent, keep moving how he moving, and just don't get caught up in all the shenanigans and all the extras, especially, y'all know, with all the drama going on with Jay-Z and all these top tier celebrities right now, because there's people questioning if this was a good time to make a move like that. But nonetheless, the deal was done. And me, myself, you know, congratulations. I'm still going to congratulate Mr. LaRussell. Because like I said, at the time, when I had watched like his response to everything, he noted and did say that, I'm sorry, let me get this set up over here. He did say that he was virtually still independent and everything, and he still owned his masters and all that. And that's big because most of the time they get these 360 deals. They don't own their publishing. They don't own their masters. They just don't really own nothing. They just straight getting, you know, they blood sucking everything out of them, bleeding them dry. So we don't want to see that for LaRussell. And that was just kind of how the reactions and how people was feeling. So that's going to bring us to now, because now we going viral again. It's actually been a couple times that LaRussell went viral since going viral with his initial deal. And unfortunately, it don't got nothing to do with the music. The first thing that I heard of that was going around was some comments he made about Lil Wayne or something like that. And I did go watch the video, and I can't remember word for word what he said, but I got what he was saying from that. He was pretty much just saying that, you know, Lil Wayne don't have a lot of substance in subject matter in his raps. Like all he talk about is females and doing lean and whatever else little ignorant stuff he be talking about. But that's all pretty much he was getting from it, and that's all that he was highlighting in his raps at the time. That's all you pretty much got from him. And he was talking about how he might have had some positive songs or some songs that didn't have that energy, but the negative ones like outweighed that the most. Like that's what people remember more than anything. And he just made a comment and a point to say, you know, he listened to Wayne and he was a Wayne fan, and he did some of the things that he was influenced from listening to Wayne's music, but at the end of the day, he turned out fine. So it was just a part of growing up, and it is what it is. So I got him on that. But like I said, he did go viral with that. A lot of people felt like he was hating on Wayne, and, you know, is this a good time? Like, is he even on the level to be speaking on a Wayne right now? And all this different stuff. And I didn't follow all that or whatever. That just was what it was. I just kind of let that blow over me. But it's this new footage that's going around that is bringing me back to have to speak on it again. Because the question now is LaRussell being canceled already? If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, let's roll the clip.
Was guiltier than a nigga hiding evidence. You can't be mad that they heated if you don't let them vent. Even the devil was heaven sent. Even Malcolm was heaven sent. Even Martin was heaven sent. Even Kanye was heaven sent. We all heaven sent. Donald too. We all heaven sent. Epstein too. We all heaven sent. Adolf too. We all heaven sent. Even you. We all heaven sent.
Wow. So this is what we're going viral for now, you guys. People is uncomfortable with this one right here. Anytime you start speaking on Adolf Hitler, especially, or right now with the climate and you talking about Donald Trump in a way where you kind of giving him props, you can't do that right now. Not if you not trying to ruffle no feathers. Not if you want to stay, relevant and keep getting the support that you're getting. And don't get me wrong, earlier in that video, he did kind of say, he gave some context to it and explained that his engineer had called him and asked him, man, you sure you want to put this out? And he was like, man, say less, I'm putting this out. Because he feel like that's his responsibility as a rapper, is to, talk about what's going on in the times right now and speak on the things that don't nobody else want to address, and respect to that. Because like I said, if don't nobody want to speak on it, I will. So I definitely can relate to that. But I don't get why, he felt that he needed to say it like that. Like, I mean, it really wasn't a bar. It wasn't no hot bar. You didn't say it in no slick way or nothing. You just talking. You just throwing out stuff. And that's what makes me worry, because that could be the pressure. When you sign a deal like that, you go be under some pressure. You got new expectations. You people, not only from the company, but from the fans and everybody else, they're expecting to see you do way more bigger things than what you was doing when you was independent. And like I said, unfortunately, since the deal, I've been seeing LaRussell do a lot of things. A lot of good things too. He was at the high, been going to the high schools, still showing, support, doing community things, and still got his backyard stage popping or whatever. But I really haven't been hearing much noise or nothing about the music. I've been hearing I'm From the Bay single going here and there, but not really catching no steam like that outside of our immediate region. So that just makes me think, like, hoping that this is not gonna be the new lane. This is how we gonna plan to bring the attention to ourselves. After the Lil Wayne thing, and that went big, that went viral. Now we here. It's like, I hope we not using the antics now, to get the views and to get the attention. Because some people, they don't care how they get it. They just got to do the numbers. And when I looked on online, it said that on X or whatever, that this video that we talking about, that went up to like 6 million views in like a day or two. Big numbers. Them the kind of numbers that them big boys, them elites want to see. That's what they want to see. And you go be under pressure to produce. So I know LaRussell was a dude that like to speak his mind. He gonna move how he move. He gonna do what he do. And I hope that that's just what he's doing. And it's not folding to the pressure and trying to do anything you could come up with just to get the attention, to get the algorithm going. Because at the end of the day, it's supposed to be about your music, bro. You hot. We know you for uplifting and doing this other stuff, not for being controversial and going out there speaking reckless and ruffling feathers. And that's not it. Because now they talking about canceling you and you barely got your foot in the door, young bruh. But again, it could just be a play. Let's see how this all fold out. You know, LaRussell was very intelligent. And again, at the end of the day, it's chess, it's not checkers. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how that unfolds. But what was crazy in watching that video is the people they don't care what he's saying. They just bobbing their head. And that's how people get when they listening to somebody they like. You can't tell them no wrong. They listen and they vibe and they don't care what you saying, whatever. They just sitting there bobbing. They ain't even making them think like or make a face like, what did he just say? No, nothing. They just going along with it. And that's how people be, man, when they get programmed. That's why this music, the vibration and the energy of this music is powerful. It's dangerous. You know, it could be used in multiple ways of influence. And like we said before, that influence, that's where the power is. That's where the ultimate power is, y'all. So we gonna leave it right there, y'all. Again, make sure that when y'all tune in, make sure that y'all push that like button. Make sure that y'all subscribe so y'all can follow all of the content as I keep on uploading these bangers. We go stay consistent with it so you don't want to miss nothing. Let me know how y'all feel about today's episode. Comment, like, subscribe. And until next time, it's the General Rob Reason. Salute. Signing off.